Does the prosecution have any further witnesses that it will be calling today?
The prosecutor to please call the third witness.
Good morning, Your Honor. So the prosecution would like now to call our third witness, Ms. Bertie Walsh.
Yes, thank you. Do we have Bertie Walsh here?
Bertie Walsh, stand up, please. Bertie Walsh, please stand up. And raise your right hand. Do you promise that the testimony you thought shall give in the case before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You sit down, please. You may proceed.
Good morning, Ms. Bertie Walsh.
Morning.
So my first question is that could you first please introduce yourself to the court?
Yes, my name is Bertie Walsh. I am 71 years a retiree.
So what is your job as a retiree?
Well, I became a volunteer for the Sultanate Community Crime Watch about 2 years ago after hearing about increasing drug-related activities in my neighborhood.
So, Bertie Walsh, can you please describe what you saw on March 1st, 2021?
Yes, on the 1st March of 2021, when I was reading the newspaper on my front porch, what I saw was a flashy black BMW pulled up and parked in front of the boarding house on my street. And then the blonde driver entered the boarding house with the empty-handed, but soon returned back into the trunk to the car, carrying the parcels. That individual placed the parcels into the trunk of the car. I recognized that the driver's uniform had PTP carrier logo.
So what did you think of that?
Yes, I thought that it was such a strange and suspicious activity that the delivery company would arrange the personal collections from the residential houses.
So Bertie Walsh, what did you do after that?
Well, later that afternoon, I called the police station and then reported that suspicious activity, what I remember seeing. My call was transferred to the senior officer straight, who requested me to visit the police station and then to provide more accurate identification about that individual.
So could you please tell us your reason for reporting the case?
Well, since I had been a volunteer for the Sultanate Crime Watch about 2 years ago, I understand very well about the danger of criminals to the society. So I like to prevent the whole society from the crimes as much as I can. That's why I always notice all of the suspicious activities, and I'm always trying to prevent that suspicious activity as soon as possible.
So how was your identification at the police station happen?
Well, at the police station, senior officer Trey showed me a photo board of 12 individuals. Well, I felt a little bit stressed at the first time, but senior officer Trey reassured me that I don't need to make a positive identification.
So the next question is that what was your final decision at the photo lineup identification?
Yes, when I watched on the photo board of 12 individuals, the image of the photo number 3 had the same blonde hairstyle that I saw the person who loads the packages into the trunk of the car. And then I felt confident that the same driver that I saw at the same morning, so that I told the senior officer straight that the photo number 3 was correct.
So what happened after you confirmed your identity?
Yeah, senior officer straight thanked for my cooperation, and then I signed and dated on the back of the photograph.
So Bertie Walsh, the last question. What do you think about your choice to point out a suspect?
Yes, based on my point of view, I do believe that it may help to the police to discover the offense activity at zone, and then also the police contributed to the peace of the society, and my help maybe what is very helpful to the police. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Betty Ross. Your Honor, that will be all for my chief examination. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Prosecutor. Do we have cross-examination from the defence of Bertie Walsh?
Yes, Your Honor. May I proceed?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Good morning, Miss Bertie Walsh.
Morning.
Miss Walsh, you were bothered by the drug-related activities that were happening in your community. Is that correct?
Yeah, not really bothered. I'm just concerned.
You became a volunteer for the same reason, right?
Yes.
Now, turning your attention to the day you called Officer Strait, is it correct that you were reading the paper on the 1st of March 2021?
Yes, correct.
You then saw someone in your neighborhood loading the car.
Yes.
Miss Walsh, you are 70 years old, am I right?
Yes.
So as per your testimony, you said your focus was just on the PDP logo, right?
Yes.
And the hair color of the person, am I right?
Sorry?
And the hair color of the person that you saw in your neighborhood.
Yes.
So did you not see the person's face?
Not really.
Okay, Miss Walsh, is there any problem with your eyesight?
What? So could you please explain again?
Is there any problem with your eyesight?
No, it's totally fine.
Okay, that means you can clearly see, right?
Yes.
So did you specifically mention about the PDP logo to Officer Strait?
Sorry?
Did you specifically mention about the PDP logo of the person that you saw in your neighborhood to Officer Strait?
Not the PDP career logo. No.
And did you specifically mention about the blonde hair color of the person to Officer Strait?
Yes.
Okay, then did Officer Strait request you to visit the police station?
Yes.
Okay, after you got into the police station, did senior officers showed you a photo board of 12 individuals?
Could you please explain again?
After you got into the police station, did Officer Strait showed you a photo board of 12 people?
Yes.
Okay, were the photos in the photo lineup board of 12 people of similar appearance?
Yes, similar appearance.
Okay, but only 2 out of 12 people had blonde hair. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
So among only 2 people with blonde hair, did you confirm the person you saw in your neighborhood immediately?
Not immediately. I need to watch it carefully.
Okay. So did senior officer Strait said to you that you stopped in the photo number 3?
Yes, when I stopped on the photo number 3.
So were you confident after Officer Strait suggested you the photo number was 3?
Not really after suggestion.
Okay, but yeah, at the end you got confident that the photo was photo number 3. Am I right?
Yes.
So did Officer Strait smiled while you made the decision?
Yes, after making the decision.
Did he also nod it?
Sorry?
Did he also nod it?
Nodded? Yes, after making the decision.
Okay. Did he also say, that's what I thought?
Yes, also after the decision.
Okay. So, no further questions, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Bertie Walsh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Defence Advocate. Do we have any re-examination of Bertie Walsh?
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution would like to have the re-examination with Ms. Bertie Walsh.
Yes, thank you. Go ahead, please.
Good morning again, Ms. Bertie Walsh.
Yes.
So can you please describe where were you on the 1st March 2021?
On the 1st March of 2021, I was on the boarding house on the front porch. Yeah.
So could you please describe how you noticed the suspect person at that time?
Yes. What I noticed is that that individual's uniform had a PDP career logo and their hairstyle and the blonde hairstyle.
So the last question for you, how you chose the photo identification at the police station?
Well, I chose, firstly, I worked very carefully, and then I chose confidently on the photo number 3 because I do believe that photo number 3 of the individual had the same individual I saw in the early morning.
Thank you, Ms. Bertie Walsh. Thank you, Your Honor. That would be all for the re-examination.
All right, thank you, Madam Prosecutor. Does that conclude all of the prosecution witnesses for this pre-trial hearing? Would one of the prosecutors wish to confirm, please, whether that concludes all of the prosecution witnesses?
Your Honor, that would be all of our 3 witnesses.
Yes, thank you.